Bonjour! You cannot take a French exam without watching this video because it will help you to avoid making the same mistakes that thousands of students have made. Let's find out those 10 mistakes that we find in exam papers. Vous êtes prêts? C'est parti! Number 1. How do we say French club? Very often I hear le club français. Club français would work if we're talking about a club which is French. But here we're talking about a club where we learn French. So what would we say? The answer is le club de français. So you need to put a de, very, very important. I study French at school. Very often I hear j'étudie le français à l'école. Now, I don't like the translation of étudier because when you say j'étudie le français, very often we think of étudier at university. So the best translation for this would be je fais du français à l'école. Je fais du français à l'école or j'apprends le français à l'école. But if you say in France, j'étudie le français, people would think that you are studying it at university level. You have an essay to write, you like to say, I ate a lot of food. And very often you say, j'ai mangé beaucoup de nourriture. Yes, nourriture is food. However, the French wouldn't say that they ate a lot of food. Because if you say a lot, it means it's the only thing you can eat is food. What else can you eat? So the best translation here would be j'ai beaucoup mangé. I ate a lot. So nourriture would not be translated. How do you say it's good? For example, you want to say your cooking, it's good. Well, here I put two answers that are often here. C'est bonne, because cuisine is feminine, so you put bonne. Or if you don't put it in the feminine, you put c'est bien. Well, those two answers are wrong. It is wrong because after c'est, you can only have the masculine singular adjective. And here it's going to be bon. Bon, it's good. When you taste, you will always use bon and not bien. Very often you want to say to ask a question and you keep saying demander une question because to ask is demander. Unfortunately, you don't ask a question in French, you pose it. So it's poser une question and not demander. In an essay, you often say that you visited someone. In French, you cannot use to visit. You have to say to pay a visit to someone. So, j'ai visité mon ami cannot be used. So, what you can say is j'ai rendu visite à mon ami. I paid a visit to my friend. But if we're talking about everyday French, we would just say je suis allé voir mon ami. Another literal translation here, I heard about the concert. J'ai entendu au sujet du concert. No, 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 it just doesn't work. This is what you need to say. J'ai entendu parler du concert. The translation of pick me up at the airport is very often ramasse-moi à l'aéroport. That's what I hear, but it's not correct. It is true that to pick up is ramasser, but this is ramasser is when you're picking up something from the floor, which is not the case here. So you're just going to say viens me chercher. Viens me chercher à l'aéroport. How do you say I left my key at home? Very often I hear j'ai quitté ma clé à la maison, because quitter, you can use quitter for to leave. However, it doesn't work. You need to say j'ai oublié ma clé à la maison. Oublier means to forget. I left my key at home means I forgot my key. You didn't do it deliberately. But if you really wanted to say that you left something and that was deliberate, you would need to say j'ai laissé ma clé à la maison and not quitté in any case. So number 10 is not going to be one mistake, but just some common spelling mistakes. As you can see here, so the word for shoes is chaussures, so you need to remember the U and the two S's. Pratiquer doesn't have a C. Beaucoup, you need to remember that EAU gives you the word beau. So you need to remember your U, and it's the same for aujourd'hui, AU. For some reason, students don't like the U. I don't know why. But if you can remember those spellings, that is going to help you a lot for your next exam. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like it, and I see you in the next one. Au revoir!